Hello and welcome to Heaven's Mopars. I have this I'm working on. Say it again.
And your supervisor has arrived.
She's right there. This is what we got going on. I need to sister in some rafters to even out this line. This is my carport. That's our dog that we just got. Coconut, a little dog. 70 Challenger there. Also, we got some other Mopars. I got a Cuda back there. But anyway, I need to sister in these. There was a tree right here, and we had it cut out, and the stump ground down, had a root that was growing in that way, and the car was all crooked. And I'm like, no, car needs to sit flat in there. So now I need to extend those out. This one is just sitting in there for right now. We're going to sister it in. They say at least 2 feet back is a minimum from the damaged area, if they're rotted or whatever. And but we had these 2x4s, so we're just doing the whole thing. I'll sister that one, this one, just to make them all even with those. But the thickness of that, you just can't put a 2x4 in there. This is called a bird's mouth cut. You need to notch them so that they don't slide. So with this, what I was gonna do is put it in sideways and then put that notch there and then turn it and hammer it in and then nail it and screw it and all that fun stuff. But there's a couple things you need to know in order to get that notch in there. You need to know the pitch of your roof. By the way, we're gonna have our roof re-roofed. This is our garage, our house, and the RV parking. All 3 of them are gonna be done soon, so that's why I'm trying to get these done before they come. You need to know that in order to cut this bird's mouth angle. I have a 2-foot level here. Your level in the middle is at 12 inches. So what you do is you take this end, put it on your roof line, and then with your level, make sure that it's level. Your tape measure and stick it directly under the bubble at the 12-foot mark, and you get it so that it's level and right at the 12-foot mark, and underneath there is 5. You measure from the bottom of your level because that's where it touches your roof line. Your 5 is your rise, and your 12 inches is your run. So you have a 5-12 pitch, roof pitch. You need your angle pitch to figure out your bird's mouth cut. So now that we have that figured out, what you do, this is a Swanson speed square, and they have a diamond cut out inside them. I'll come back to that in a minute. But what you need to know here is right here where it says common, and then there's a bunch of numbers. This is what we need to figure out the angle. So what you do basically is you put your square on here, flush up against the bottom of your board, and then what you do is you rotate it until you're 5, because we are 5 inches high. There's a line right there, and you line that up with the bottom of your board going all the way across. And once you're on that 5, what it did was it took this angle here and rotated it. And so now you draw a line all the way across, and that gives you the first part of your first angle. So now what you do to figure out this other angle is to use that diamond. Take your speed square, flip it straight over that direction so that now the pivot's on this other side. And then what you do is you take that diamond, make sure it's up, this edge is against the board, and then you swing that down until that diamond is, it's got the four corners in it. Make sure that edge and that edge, that you can see that line through it, and then rotate it down so that that line is in between both edges, and you're on the corner down here, and that will tell you this line here. So then you draw a line going to that one. So then you cut from here to here, and make sure you don't cut through that, and that will give you your 5/12 bird's mouth pitch. And if it's 6/12, 9 to whatever, you know, that's what all these other numbers are for. But for my rooftop, that's what I'm working with. And what I did up here for the length of the board, I'm not sure exactly which angle I need this at, because these are all different. This one's going this way, that one's cut back further that way. They sistered in one of these boards, this one, and don't do it the way they did, because it's not that one, I'm sorry, it's the next board, not this one, but the next board down. Yeah, watch out for the beehives. There's nothing in it. Otherwise I wouldn't be here now. Yeah, they cut the bottom of this board off at the edge of the bird mouth all the way up, and then they just nailed it in so they could just slide it straight up in there. I'm angling mine, and I'm going to force fit it so that I have the full the thickness of the board. Yeah, that board that they had done that to is just, the rafter ends right at the edge of this header. So yeah, anyway. So yeah, once this board is up, I left it a little long, that way I can cut the angle. Once these are installed, I'll just go through and individually cut them. There's only 4 or 5, so it'd be easier that way, for me at least. And to actually make your cuts, take a skill saw, and then come to your edge, and then come to the edge of your other line, and then you take a hand saw and just cut through the part on the bottom that didn't make it all the way through, and you should be good to go. I'm actually using this as like a template, and then I just measured from the end to where it began, and then I just stuck it on there, and that way I don't do it every time. But look what I found. Not the dogs. Big old board, big old header that was made. It's got a bunch of spider webs in between it, but yeah, and some little braces in between as a spacer. That might work perfect for what I'm looking for. Width end might be a little wider, but works for me. Never fails. I'm gonna have to take these out. Well, guess what I get to do? That joist will be right in my way of the joist hanger, so I'm going to cut it off. But I got to be careful of sparks and fires, because we had a big old fire over there the other day, and I don't want to catch anything on fire. The blue dot in this picture is where we live. We're about a mile from the river. If it won't work, make it work. Got this one in. I just need to cut the edges of the rafter. Thanks for watching. Remember, always dream big, work hard, love God, and love others. Dream big, work hard, Thanks for watching.